Hello, everybody. It's John Johnston, Core Nation. I thought I'd do an instant reaction to Nebraska basketball's loss to Creighton, 77-69. We'll see how many hits I get. Plus, I'm looking forward to this basketball season. I know this was a tough game tonight, but I still think there's a lot of fun to be had with this basketball team. Let's go through this game. We started out, we made the first 5 points, and then Creighton just went on an explosion. And it looked like so many of the Creighton games in the past where it was like, I think one point, a couple of years ago, they were up 40-9 at one point. 25-10, Creighton's up, and you're thinking, not this shit again. And then Kobe Webster comes on the floor, and the whole game changes. And Nebraska actually got within 1 point, just couldn't get the lead. And, I know that this is an early measuring point for Nebraska basketball fans, all 10 of us. They look at it and go, well, am I going to watch basketball this season? Are we going to suck again this year? And then they look at us lose to Creighton, they probably go, Fred Hoiberg. We have a really exciting basketball team. And I think when you look at the start of this game, you kind of see what's going on in a nutshell. So Alonzo Verge comes out, and Alonzo Verge, he does this dribble, shoot, hero ball type stuff where he's not assisting and there's no ball movement. And everybody else, if you notice when Alonzo Verge is on the floor with the ball, everybody else is kind of standing around watching him. Because I don't think they're helping, but at the same time, he has to be a point guard that's going to distribute the ball, because when he does do that, good things happen. And you saw a lot of flashes of really great play by Nebraska tonight, and you saw that Nebraska probably has more talent than we've ever had in our school history, which is why it's still, it could be an exciting season for Nebraska. Disappointing to lose to Creighton again, because fuck those guys. I grew up in western Nebraska, and I didn't know anything about Omaha, other than that's where all the rich people lived. Because I grew up in a tiny little town. Whenever we heard about Omaha, then we'd hear about Creighton, and my impression of Creighton when I was young was, oh, Creighton, that's where all the rich of the rich people in Omaha live. Because I thought Creighton was like, I don't know, a suburb or a town. You know what I mean? This is like 1970s, okay? I'm old, you sons of bitches. That's what I thought of Creighton. It's never gone away, rich bastards. You stinky sons of bitches. You root for yourselves in basketball, J-Sker fucks. Ugh. Anyway, Nebraska, Creighton was supposed to have a down year this year. They're picked to finish like 8th in the Big East. I don't think we saw a team that's going to finish 8th in the Big East, but Creighton is a lot like Nebraska. They're going to have a lot of new guys. They're going to have a lot of young guys. And right now what Nebraska needs to do is figure out their lineups. So, it'd be easy to say, we'll never start Alonzo Verge, and that guy shouldn't be playing at all. Nebraska is going to play just about everybody, and they're going to need to play everybody. Because I think what we're going to do is we need to get everybody involved in the offense, and we need to get as many guys on the floor as we can in these early games before Big Ten Conference play starts. We need to figure out our lineups. We need to figure out who's going to score. One big thing about tonight was I think Bryce McGowan's, our NBA lottery pick dude, had 2 points in this game. And if you watch the second half, Bryce picked up 2 points or 2 fouls early in the game and sat for a lot of the first half. Second half, he barely touched the ball. And I think part of that is Bryce was standing around a lot. And the other thing is our point guards, when they're coming down the floor, they didn't even look at him. And I think if you're gonna have a successful Nebraska basketball team, Bryce McGowan has to have more than 2 points a game. Okay? And he has to have more chances and more touches than he got tonight. Lap Man was nice to see him play. We need him as a shooter. Kobe Webster, it was great to see him play because he's the veteran guy. And you could tell, like I said earlier, right when he got in the game, the entire thing changed. So would you start Kobe from now on? If everything was about winning these games right now, you probably would. But right now, I think it's more important that we figure out what the chemistry of this team is. Who is going to fit together on the floor better? And we have a lot of guys and a lot of mixes and matches to figure out before Big Ten Conference play starts. Oh, what else about this game? I mean, it's disappointing to lose. I said that, didn't I? Especially to Creighton. Sons of bitches. I think Creighton's 19-23 in their last 23 games with us. Not much of a rivalry. And that really needs to change for Nebraska. But next year. Trey McGowan's came out in the second half, on the bench. He was missing for a while, and then he showed up on the bench in a boot with a foot injury, which is really, I hope he's not out very long because I love watching that guy play. I think he's a good point guard. He's good at distribution. He's also good at screwing with people when he's on the floor. Let's see, who else? C.J. Wilcher. In the first 2 games of the season, I thought, why does this guy exist? And then C.J. Wilcher came out and made some shots, put up some points. Man, there's promise. Breidenbach, Wilhelm Breidenbach, the guy looks like a serial killer. He literally does. I mean, if you guys saw that huge a guy with the goggles and the hair and the beard, you'd be going, oh, God, how am I going to get tied up in a closet and left there to die? That guy's interesting just because if you watch the game, you saw that he could hit some long 3-point shots and at the same time play under the rim. He just needs to get better in his movement, needs to get some experience, and again, figure out where the chemistry with everybody else is. I think that's about it. That's all I'll say for this one. But keep in mind that it's not, these early games before we get to the Big Ten play are about figuring out how this young team, and it still is under Fred Hoiberg, how they're going to fit together, how they're going to work together on the floor, how they're going to play together. Fred Hoiberg's going to run an NBA offense, and we can all stand around and go, well, they need to rebound more. They need to do this and they need to do that. One thing they're doing well is shooting free throws. We haven't done that for God knows how many years. Need to get better at rebounding, yes. We're going to get killed in Big Ten play. Ooh. I always like that when people do that. When I'm watching a game and people come into the game threads or on Twitter and they're like, ooh, we're going to get killed in Big Ten play. Why can't you live for right now? Why do you people do this? I've even seen people make comments like Bryce McGowan. Oh, he'll just be here for 1 year. What are you, fucking people that go on vacation and stand around and go, I'm not going to enjoy this vacation because I'm just going to go home next week. Live for now. Live for today. Today we lost. Again. It'd be really nice to do one of these freaking videos that, yay, we win. Maybe we'll beat Wisconsin. Oh, my God. I think that's about it. Trust in Fred. Go Big Red.